here today, I have no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future.
Kyoto Protocol. This is a great stride forward in our struggle to confront one of the biggest challenges we face in the 21st century, climate change.
It is unequivocal that human activities are responsible for climate change.
According to these scientists, the vital signs of the earth are deteriorating.
We're here today to show that we stand together, united in our commitment to climate justice.
If you live in Davao City and travel to school every day, the moment you step out of your home, you are already exposed to the most serious problem humanity faces today: the deteriorating state of the environment. As you walk out of the gate, you see rotting vegetables, a dead rat, and a bunch of whatnot packed in plastic. You hop on the first bus as it approaches you. You look out of the window and see the smoke coming out of diesel vehicles. It is at this point that you recognize the ecological crisis happening around you, and how the deterioration of the environment has destabilized population and species, raising the specter of extinction. Some people are reckless in throwing their garbage. They do not think of the possible results of their actions on the environment.
Araw bago magpasko, isang trahedya ang bumulaga dahil sa bagyong
Bihira kasing samaan ng bagyo ang Cagayan de Oro City, kaya naman nabiglaan dahil sa laki ng pinsalang dala ng bagyo.
A powerful 7.1 magnitude earthquake has struck the northern Philippines island of Luzon.
An alarming new report just released by the UN that says roughly 1 million species are on the verge of extinction.
Plants around the world are now at risk of extinction, in part due to pollution and overfishing. A new United Nations report
The relationship with nature has altered as a result of the growth of the consumer society, its escalating demands, and the quickening pace of life. Long-standing global systems are in decline as a result of the unchecked and rapid exploitation of natural resources. The once harmonious interaction between nature and human society has been ruined by this. There is a worldwide environmental crisis as a result of the intricate combination of various local issues. The atmosphere is worst affected by pollution, which results in the intensification of the greenhouse effect and acid rain. This type of pollution could be successfully reduced by the more efficient use of energy and up-to-date technologies. Another problem is the storing and recycling of waste materials. If we collect certain materials selectively, we can save energy and raw materials as well.
The need for raw materials is one of the biggest issues. The population is expanding quickly, and new businesses and services are opening up, which increases demand. However, because we have a limited supply of raw materials and energy, we will eventually run out of both. Natural resource rejuvenation is a very slow process that can only be gauged in terms of geological time. The extensive use of renewable resources could serve as a solution to the issue in addition to saving money and recycling. Renewable resources are even more crucial because of the harm that fossil fuel extraction and use do to the environment.
One of the planet's most priceless natural resources is its forests. For a variety of reasons, including crop cultivation, infrastructure expansion, road construction, and paper production, modern cultures are losing forests. Forest fires are being more frequently caused by droughts and human error. Global warming has an adverse effect on agriculture as well. The extent of arable land shrinks as desertification spreads. River water levels are dropping, which means less water is available for agricultural cultivation. The contamination of the freshwater resources on Earth is one of the biggest problems we face today and in the decades to come. The biodiversity of rivers and lakes is being harmed by hazardous waste materials stored nearby, and surface waters are polluting the seas and oceans. Our freshwater resources are at jeopardy due to heavy metals, industrial pollution, fertilizers, and pesticides. Another issue facing the world is water waste. The water supply will need to be restricted if we don't drastically alter how we approach these problems shortly.
I could never forget that night. That night when my family was still sleeping, unbeknownst to a storm coming. Bagyong Sindong is not a memory worthy of remembering, but the lives we lost at that time, we must commemorate, and let this be an experience that will serve as our lesson.
The Philippines is a highly vulnerable nation of more than 100 million people. We are visited by more than 20 typhoons in a year. Floods, extreme heat, storm surges, disease, it has become worse. But we are doing something about them.
Right now, we are ensuring that the local governments are prepared to deliver on the ask of the Climate Change Act of 2009 by having a local climate change action plan. And these plans should be able to articulate their strategies, their measures to adapt well to the impact of climate change.
We are investing in renewable energy to give us cleaner air. The shift to renewables is a must, and we would like to see a more aggressive shift towards renewables in our power mix.
We are interested in the latest technology for other renewable energy generation, solar, hydro, wind.
Rest assured that we in government shall continue to support the development of renewable energy. Aside from helping us achieve energy sufficiency, this is an exciting time as we are making substantial gains in our social and economic reforms.
Early warning systems to keep us safe from storms. It's very important that preparedness is mainstreamed in our governmental process. In fact, now, it's the rainy season, would receive orange alert, yellow alert. And the challenge there is to simplify, operationalize, make it proactive and more communicative. And replanting mangroves to protect our land. We must preserve the integrity of ecosystems. Our mangroves are the best buffers against storm surge. This is part of our nationally determined contribution, our plan to create a more climate resilient and adaptive Philippines. For everyone.
We are engaging with various partnerships to implement our nationally determined contributions. And we hope that these partnerships will result in very fruitful cooperation to really uplift the situation, especially of the poor, who are most vulnerable to the impacts of climate change.